talk about accelerating and some of the stuff that we do on our Excel days with our athletes. A lot of the strength stuff that we do in the weight room is just focusing on applying more force to the ground. When we do the Excel work, our actual speed work, we're focusing more on the direction that we are applying that force. The two pieces of equipment that we like to use for our speed days or our Excel days are the sled and the run rocket. So we start most athletes on the sled, and the first thing that we're going to focus on is just a good start position. So when we're accelerating, we want our shoulders out in front of our hips. Once we have that good start position, almost a straight line, ankles through our shoulders, the next thing that we're going to look at is where our foot is striking the ground when we're pushing that sled. When we're accelerating, we want to strike behind our hips so we can project forward. Okay, so once we have that start position, we are striking behind our hips. The biggest thing that we're going to look at next is how that heel is recovering after it strikes the ground. Now, a lot of novice athletes want to bring that heel up to their butt, almost like a cycle action, which is what we want when we're working on top speed, but it's the opposite of what we want when we're accelerating. We want more of that piston-like action, where we drive into the ground, and then that first motion is going to be that heel coming forward and up, so we can drive back into the ground again. We're striking behind our hips, and then driving that thigh forward and up. So after we have that good start position, we're striking behind our hips. We have that good low heel recovery. The last thing we're going to focus on our speed days with the sled is just our stride, how we're switching. The biggest or the best coaching cue I can give my athletes is just don't allow both feet to be on the ground at the same time. So they should be switching their strides just like if they were accelerating with no resistance. Once we've mastered the sled, we'll do the same thing on the run rocket. Work on the same principles. We want that forward lean. We want to be striking back behind our hips with that low heel recovery. This is just the next progression towards actually sprinting using our arms. Both of these pieces of equipment are great for helping us get in a good position to accelerate with our shoulders out in front of our hips. It's natural when we do unloaded sprints. If I have this forward lean, if I'm going to do an unloaded sprint and I have this forward lean, it's natural for me to want to brace myself so I don't fall on my face. So both of these help us get comfortable with that forward lean. We typically pair either the run rocket or the sled, whatever you're doing, with unloaded or unresisted sprints. This will help us get in that good position and still help us strike behind our hips so we actually are applying force in the right direction.